Let's start with the retail side, and then we'll move to the supply side. So on retail, I would agree again with the majority leader that some of the work that's been done through the regulatory side with proximity protections is encouraging. However, I know when you set this process up, a lot of it was modeled after the State Liquor Authority and ABC control laws. And I think that there's some more clarity that you see in terms of proximity protections for liquor stores, et cetera. And I think we could apply some of that clarity on the OCM side to cannabis retail dispensaries. I think there's some uncertainty that even though we've changed the distances, et cetera, recently, that there's still some wiggle room there that investors, that retailers don't feel secure in their spaces, whether in a more dense urban area like New York City or up in upstate New York cities like Rochester and Buffalo.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Brittany Tantello. I am president and co-founder of Flower City Dispensary, a card dispensary located near Rochester, New York. I am also president and co-founder of the New York Cannabis Retail Association that represents over 350 invested stakeholders statewide. On behalf of NYCRA, I want to thank you for the significant actions you took in last year's state budget. However, much work remains to be done. NYCRA urges you to consider the following initiatives that our members feel are necessary to improve this market. NYCRA's next initiative is to reform the DASNY Social Equity Fund. The DASNY Fund has been a failure. We ask that the comptroller audit the DASNY Fund so the stakeholders and policymakers can assess the problem and implement needed reforms. And in addition, that the 24 card licensees that are participating in this fund deserve some form of relief from these predatory loans. And finally, I want to draw the legislature's attention to two significant challenges retailers face. We must establish proximity protection guardrails. The legislature should consider legislation to limit the extent to which proximity protection waivers can be issued, require that a public process be established to enable licensees and community input, and establish an appeal process for adverse decisions. Such provisions currently exist in alcohol. And second, codify the card program. The program has been targeted for legal challenges since inception. The recent lawsuit that has frozen consideration of the conditional retail licenses confirms the need for this action. Thank you again for the work the legislature has done to improve New York's cannabis market.